Hey guys, this isn't good. Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and I'm giving you guys an update video on the Vernon Hargreaves injury, and oh boy, it's not a good one. It has been reported by Rick Stroud, Greg Allman, among others, that the Buccaneers have put Vernon Hargreaves on the injured reserve, so what that essentially means is that his 2018 season is over. So that's not good. However, there is always that option that he could be brought back later on, because you can bring a couple of players back from the injured reserve, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Unfortunately, it looks like that Vernon Hargreaves' season is officially over, which is really not good, because he was supposed to have such a versatile role for us this year. He was supposed to be our second starting cornerback outside of nickel packages, and then in nickel packages he would move to the nickel, to the slot cornerback spot. So he had this huge hybrid role, a very versatile role for this team this year, and it's unfortunate that he was only able to play one game. But it also brings up the question of whatnot is Vernon Hargreaves an injury-prone player? Because I believe, if not all 3 seasons, then this season and last season, he's been hurt for a good amount of games. Obviously, this year he's going to be missing 15 in the season before. I believe he missed either for 3 or 4, something along those lines, maybe even 5. But the point is that Hargreaves has been getting hurt, and it's not like they've been minor injuries where you just miss a game or two. He missed multiple games these past couple of years. So does he have a little bit of an injury issue? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. But I want to go ahead and analyze what else this means for the team, what's going to happen now. So the first thing that we have to look at is, hopefully we can get Brent Grimes back for the Philadelphia Eagles, because Rick Stroud said it on Twitter, and this I thought was pretty interesting. The Bucs could be without their starting cornerback, their starting quarterback in Jameis Winston, both of their starting cornerbacks, because we don't know the availability of Brent Grimes yet, and obviously Vernon Hargreaves is out for the year. We would be without a starting wide receiver in Deshaun Jackson and a starting defensive end in Jason Pierre-Paul, one playing the defending Super Bowl champion. So I hope a couple of those guys, like Grimes, JPP, Deshaun Jackson, hopefully those 3 can play in this next game. But for the cornerback position, again, hopefully, going into the rest of the season, talking about that instead of this next game, we have to look at the bigger picture here. So Brent Grimes is going to be essential for this season now. He's going to be the starting quarterback who has the most experience now. It would have been, Hargreaves who has the most starting experience in terms of the remaining cornerbacks, besides Grimes. And now that Hargreaves is out, it's Grimes. Grimes has to take control of this secondary, because Hargreaves was developing into being the leader of the secondary, and now he's gone. He won't be here for the rest of the season. He's on the IR, so it's up to Grimes to kind of take control and hopefully provide some type of leadership for this team. I think he can do it. The dude's a beast, so I think he'll be fine. It's just a matter of his health, which I really think he can stay healthy. I want him to stay healthy, because he's our best cornerback now by far, so that's really important. Looking a little bit into the depth chart, Carlton Davis's role just got expanded a crap ton, and as did MJ Stewart. These two are going to be playing a lot now. Carlton Davis was one of the starting outside cornerbacks last game, where he didn't do that well, but again, I've already analyzed that. It was against one of the top offenses in the league with a Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the best wide receivers in the league, and one of the better running backs in the league. So I'm going to pass for that one, and I think he'll get better as time goes on. Obviously, he's going to be in a situation where he's going to be starting pretty much every game now moving forward, unless the Buccaneers decide to bring in somebody else, which I'll analyze that in a minute. But really, the rookies, Carlton Davis, MJ Stewart, because you assume that Carlton Davis will be on the outside now for most games, and MJ Stewart will be in the nickel for most games now. These guys definitely have to get going. They have to build on that momentum that they used in the preseason, in training camps and whatnot, and they have to just go out there and play like they did then, and then just go out there and play to the best of their abilities. That's all we can ask for from them. Going a little bit deeper into the depth chart, you still have some guys there like Javian Elliott, who he's been with the Buccaneers for a couple of years, so he could provide something specifically in the nickel spot as well. You do always have Ryan Smith, which, whatever, okay, jeez. I can't believe we possibly have to rely on Ryan Smith at this point. And you actually just have freshly signed cornerback Marcus Williams, who is relatively young. I believe he's 26, 27. He played for the New York Jets for a couple of years where he had 10 interceptions in 3 years. So that's pretty good. Obviously, I don't expect him to have a big role with this team early on, considering how he just joined. But give him a couple of weeks, maybe by week 5, he might be able to get acclimated to the Bucs defense and get things going with that. And you never know, they could sign some other cornerbacks. Brashad Breeland visited, so maybe they're just keeping tabs. Maybe they'll end up signing Brashad Breeland. I think that'd be a pretty decent depth signing, but we need this cornerback depth to be good, because now it's going to be tested more than ever without Hargreaves being there, because he was supposed to be technically playing 2 cornerback positions and he's gone now. So we need the rookies to step up in Carlton Davis and MJ Stewart. And we need the rest of the depth to be there and be ready to play as well, because it could very likely be a situation where we are rotating cornerbacks, unfortunately, which sucks, but it might have to be what happens. I hate it. I don't think it should happen. Honestly, I think it should be Brent Grimes, Carlton Davis, and MJ Stewart. But I at this point, I've kind of figured out how Mike Smith does things. We'll probably rotate cornerbacks, but these rookies are going to be tested a lot. So, you know, I think they'll do really good. And they're definitely going to get a lot of playing time. So it should be interesting to see. Let me know what you guys think about this entire cornerback situation down in the comments section below. I'm sure a lot of us are very sad about this, because we were all on the Vernon Hargreaves train. You know, he was looking really good. Now he's done. So what do you guys think are some potential replacements? Maybe you like Brashad Breeland, or maybe you trust the rookies. Me personally, I trust the rookies in Carlton Davis and MJ Stewart. But let me know what you guys think about all that down in the comment section below. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video. But until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.